Aquarius, welcome to your October 2016 Love Tarot reading from Islandgirl. I hope everybody's doing very well. We got through September and all the eclipse season is behind us, and this is a month of love, and so all the signs astrologically appear to be having a better frame of mind anyway. Thank you all so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Please do go to my Facebook page. That's where I'll do any contest off of, and it's Islandgirl with 2 L's Tarot. And then also look for me on astrojar.com. I've still got to figure out how to upload stuff, but I'm going to do that, and that's a clearinghouse, like if you go to Aquarius on the tab, and it'll have all of the readers that have uploaded. It's like a clearinghouse. So with that said, I want to get right to your October 2016 love reading. Love 16. I am using the Witches Tarot deck by Ellen Dugan for the month October. Aquarius. I'm going to let that one flipped. So. And I did have somebody ask me, about seeing the spread, and I cannot move the camera without jerking it all the way around at this point, but I am going to work on that for you guys, because I know I like to see spreads too, but I'm not set up where I can do it like that yet. Okay, let's see the center of the reading. Ooh, I don't know, maybe I'm going to make this your financial reading. Hang on. Okay. Do you know, Aquarius. In the center of the reading, I have the Ace of Pentacles. And of course, that's, an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I've also got the Knight of Pentacles right above it, which is telling me that you received information about this person. I've got to start the spread. I've got the Fool, and I've also got the Devil, with the Knight of Pentacles in the center of those two. And I feel like somebody had tried to start a new journey, but then there's been incoming information, or something's happened. Maybe somebody had been in rehab and came out of it, trying to start their new path, and they've maybe fallen off the wagon or gone back to their old ways. I have the Five of Pentacles. I've got the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups to me is the relationship. The Five of Pentacles is showing a lack of in the relationship, a lack of emotional grounding. It's almost like being frozen out, left out in the cold. You've had everything. You've given everything you have. You've given everything you have to give, but there's only this much is left, and there's just nothing else to give. It's just an emotional barrenness. I see that there's a decision that's had to be made, maybe even a legal decision. And I honestly believe this may be a drinking problem, because I do have the Knight of Cups. Let me see what the bottom of the deck is. Yeah, see, the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. So I just feel like, while there's been new opportunities and new chances for new opportunities, let me put it that way, there's been a chance for a new opportunity. It just looks like somebody may have backslid, or, to me, in this case, the Knight of Cups with the Devil card is just that's drinking, or that's the offer of an addiction, or an offer of something that you're not supposed to do. And I feel like this may be an issue that goes back a good while. The Four of Swords is telling me that with like I said, if somebody had been in rehab, this would be the symbol of that. where they've had to take time out to recuperate, to rest, and, try and get their life together. It does look like there's been a financial burden on you, Aquarius, that you've had to pay for this. But I do think that, again, the decision is going to be made. Maybe somebody's going to have to be forced to go into rehab or back into rehab. I don't know. I just don't get a really good feel for how it's going to end. I feel like Aquarius, you're trying. You are in there trying to do your best. You're trying to help. You're trying to be the deliverer of the remedy. But I also believe you're just at a point where you just don't know what to do. And you've got a decision to make, because at some point you've got to take care of you, Aquarius. This can't always be about somebody else. This has to be about you at some point. And the Fool and the Five, I mean, that just to me shows that we started on a new path, and we just, there wasn't enough, I want to say, effort put into it, or there wasn't enough, maybe they weren't in there long enough. Maybe, I want to say maybe what happened, because, say, if the Four of the Swords was the rehab itself, the Ace of Pentacles is in the middle, and I'm wondering if maybe they had to get released early because there wasn't enough money to finish it. And now they're going to, and they backslid. That's always possible. All this stuff has gotten so much more expensive, and insurance, is getting to where they don't cover all of anything. And so people, it doesn't matter what it is, you're going to have to pay out of pocket for some of this stuff. But I just feel like that there has definitely been news received, about a partner. It could even be a child in this case. It really could be a child with the Six of Cups, that you're dealing with, a young adult, that's having this issue. And that's also rampant. What's happening that I'm given to understand is these kids they get their wisdom teeth pulled for their braces, and then they get hooked on the hydrocodone for the pain. And when they run out of that, that's when they go to the heroin and all the other nasty stuff. So, you are doing the best that you can. I do believe you're going to have to make the decision, though, with all the love in your heart, to do what is best for this person. And this person, like I said, this very well may be a child. And I mean, if it's a drug rehab thing, and it's a young adult, hopefully at least 2021, and we're not talking 15, 16, but it could be anything to that effect. So if this resonates with you, Aquarius, by all means, please leave me some feedback. I do want to pull a psychic heart tarot card for you, just to get a little love and light into our reading, since that's pretty much a downer if you're going through that in your home life and your love life. I mean, that's not love. I mean, that is love. It's not that it's not love. I mean, that's just not romantic love. That's the love of family and the caring for somebody that you're related to in one way or the other. So, but I would like to get some sort of inspirational love card for us, Aquarius. Let's see what we have here. I'm using the Psychic Tarot deck of the Heart by John Holland, and it's a beautiful deck. For Aquarius, October 16th. May I have a love message for Aquarius, October 2016? And again, if this doesn't resonate with you, check your rising and your moon signs. I know my moon sign typically on my love readings typically resonates a little more with me. Let's see, here's the back of the card. This deck, isn't that pretty? All right, so we've got the 5, and I believe this is the 5 of Cups. Change your focus. But let me double check on that. I'm not that familiar with this deck just yet, but well, change your focus. And like I said, I'm going to go. I have to look to see because they've got them. Yeah, it is the Grand Quarters Cups. So it is the 5 of Cups. So some disappointments and sadness are inevitable. How you deal with it determines the quality of your life. It may be that you've recently experienced a loss, perhaps the end of a friendship or a failed romance. Maybe your family isn't providing the support you need, or you regret decisions you've made. Any number of situations can cause the unhappiness. When relationships don't turn out the way you expected, it's natural to feel upset and hurt. However, it's not healthy to remain in that state for too long. When this card appears, it is time to put those, let me get it to where y'all can see it. Put it on the side. When this card appears, it's time to put those sorrows behind you and shift your focus to what is good and positive in your life. Appreciate the people who love you and your ability to give love to others. Take stock in what brings you joy. Take charge of your own happiness is key here. Focus on what you have and are thankful for, and attract more of the same. Okay. So that, that really does play in the 5 of Cups in a situation when you've got a young adult or someone you love going through rehab. It's just not a good, it's just a horrible feeling. But do remember that when the 5 of Cups, there's always the other 2 cups. So there is some hope for the future. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and you're not making any wrong or bad decisions. Aquarius, you're doing everything just right and with love. So with that said, take care, Aquarius. I hope everybody has a great October, and if it resonates, please leave me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you all. I'll have my info in the show more section if you're interested in a private reading. Bye bye.